Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It's a blast.
Let's go. Ready. They'll run here with the rookie. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
He was brought down by Caleb Ransaw. A 7-yard pickup.
From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Ready. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Snowhawks. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now, for the point after. His kick is good. And the Snowhawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Snowhawks 7, Blues 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
19 Tiger.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 46. Here's second down and 2.
60 boxes.
We're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. Big opening up the middle. And he will score. LaQuint Allen. Touchdown, Blues. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Blues come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Snowhawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. It is a touchdown. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Makes the score Snowhawks 14, Blues 7.
Their kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
38-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Come on, set.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Crack all 80.
Man in motion, heading left.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And this sequence, not one to build on. We're going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, break.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass is caught. It's Tyler Scott. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
taken down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Blues offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one swung out wide to Allen. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
He'll look to throw. A throw complete to Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing moved. A try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Brought down back at the
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handled it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sim. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Blues offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
19 Sergeant!
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection, and that will be a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Ready? Let go.
On the handoff, it's Allen, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Take the Eagle. Ready?
On the ground, it is Allen. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 19, 18.
They go back to Allen.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
They'll send their tight end left. Allen will take it in. Touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kick is good. Makes the score Snowhawks 17, Blues 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up to the middle, and he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go.
The RPO, that one is complete, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Come on, come on.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Here's a toss as they look to run.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Snowhawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Blues offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The open man is Atkins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready.
He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Blues offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 43, here's second and 2.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Allen gonna get it again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark.
It's a
Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
St. Louis first down.
They'll motion the slot man right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3.
Here we go.
They'll run with Allen. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, second and a yard. Quick throw, taken in, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. That his second TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It is second and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Rolling right. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side, and it's sitting. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here comes Allen, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. This one complete right side. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
That's good.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Allen. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. And that will be a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Oh, and he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 27-yard line.
Come on. Hey, let's go.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Go. 19-18.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. His kick is good. And the Blues add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Vancouver first down.
Let's go. Ready.
First and 10 at the 40.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A throw complete to Scott.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
A run now on second down, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2.
Here we go. Start. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on fourth and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So second down, and they'll run it. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Vancouver. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through, and the Snowhawks go up by 3. It's 27-24. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Blues offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Rolling to the left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Ready, check. Let's go now. Let's go, ladies. Ready,
Carry now for Allen. They get an even 20 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Allen, and he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5.
Come on, come on. Hey. Go.
Here comes Vidal, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup there of 13, and that will be a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Second and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 11 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Blues.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. And now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on second and third. You have to at least come away with points.
Second down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Blues. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Blues have taken a 4-point advantage.
31. Snowhawks 27.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Safe kick, take it at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Snowhawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll come up for first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced to his right. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Here's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
16-yard line.
A handoff, and this is Vidal. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
The Snowhawks offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. Let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Blues offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Here comes second down. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Third and 15.
They'll run. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up fourth down.
On comes the Blues punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. Brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the set.
Here is first and 10.
Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return is Sims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Blues offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19.
Looking for his tight end on the quarter route. He's got it. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
They'll give this to Vidal. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And a St. Louis first down.
Ready!
Here comes the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Vidal, touchdown!
Touchdown, St. Louis!
Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Snowhawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Second and 10.
Incomplete.
Let's go
Brings
now.
up second and 10.
Liking 18. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. So, it's a win for our visitors. They had to work for this one. All even through four quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So, that'll do it for us.